What's up, everybody? Take a step away from Tumblr here, bring you guys another discussion. And today we're going to be talking about the one and only gym leader, Wulfric, the eighth one that Ash has to face in the X and Y series. We're going to be talking about his role in the Team Flare arc, if he's involved. We're going to be talking about the gym battle and what Pokemon he's going to use and the outcome, like is Ash going to face him again or beat him one time and it's done. And today with me to discuss this is...
Hey guys, TASOfficial here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Alpha Eevee.
And today we have a special guest. Introduce yourself.
What up, guys? It's me, Kamil Poke.
And let's get started. So, the first question that we want to ask each other is, what role will he play in the X and Y and Z series? Like, before you guys give out your answers, we know for a fact that he's going to be a gym leader, so that's one of his roles. But then, the Team Flare arc, is he going to play any role in that whatsoever? Your guys' thoughts?
Okay, so if Team Flare decides to make a plan within Snowbell City, I think Wulfric is probably going to play a role in the Team Flare arc because obviously, if it involves like some sort of if it's going to result in any sort of damage within his city, for example, then I do believe Wulfric will have to deal with Team Flare with Ash and the others. Aside from being a gym leader, another thing that I also have in mind, in which he could play a role, is that if you guys remember in the opening, you did see Ash and Greninja. From what it looks like they've had this Ash and Charizard relationship from what it looks like, and I have a feeling that Wulfric are going to mentor them and re-establishing their relationship after all that's happened. So I have a feeling that could be the case.
Yeah, like he's going to try to get Ash and Greninja to cooperate once again. Give them some advice.
Yeah.
Hopefully that happens. And another thing too that you mentioned about, Wulfric protecting his city. In the opening, we do see him with a bunch of Pokemon. He seems like the gentle kind of person to just take care of all his Pokemon, even if they're not his. But then, then we get that badass shot of him looking to the right, as if there's like some trouble or something afoot. So, this is just a theory. Like maybe that's Team Flare causing trouble in Snowbell City. We don't know yet, but it could happen. So what about you, DJ? What do you think?
Yeah, I think a lot of it really depends on what the series is going to do with Team Flare as a whole. Like, it depends on how long their whole arc is going to last. Based on the theme song, it seems like they're going to be treated as some sort of main villains within the X, Y, and Z series. So I think it's likely that they're going to be around for a while. So it would make sense for it to continue on into Snowbell City. So I think Wulfric's going to have some role in it. I'm not sure exactly what. But I think it's leaning toward that route, and I think whenever we get there, it's going to be interesting.
Not only interesting, but pretty cool too. I mean,
yes.
I'm pretty sure he has pretty powerful Pokemon to fight Team Flare, so it'd be cool to see him fighting alongside the X and Y gang against Team Flare. So, your thoughts, Kamil? What do you think?
So yeah, what I think is usually the 8th gym leader of a region always has something involved, something to do with a particular crime organization of that same region, like Team Galactic and Team Plasma. They all had something to do with the 8th gym leader. That's what I noticed. Didn't you guys notice that?
Yeah, like the 8th gym leader always has to do something, like either helping the gang out or just usually helping the gang out, if anything.
Yeah, or usually like the conflict takes place either before or during when the main character heads over to the 8th gym match.
Yeah.
And Kanto, the 8th gym leader, is actually Giovanni in the games, and in the anime it was Jesse and James. So yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Throwback. Yeah. All right. So aside from him, fighting alongside the X and Y gang against Team Flare, when will the battle take place? So obviously, I think before they actually have the gym battle, they have to deal with Team Flare, or it could be the other way around. Like we don't know yet. We don't have any scans or information. But regardless, when will the battle take place? So everything that you're hearing right now is just a theory, predictions, all that. So take it how you want it. So before or after, what do you guys think?
Ideally, I think there'd be an episode where Wulfric would be involved in some kind of conflict along with Team Flare, and then the episode after that would be the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because that way there won't be anything in the way in Ash's goal and beating the 8th gym match. So that way, so that way they won't have anything interrupting Ash from that goal.
Yeah. Or Team Flare doesn't do anything to Snowbell City, and they could just have a normal gym battle. Like they have no altercations whatsoever. So that could also be a possibility. But yeah, anything's possible. What about you, Camille? Do you think it's gonna happen before, after, or do you think Team Flare's not gonna show up at all in Snowbell City?
I think it might happen after.
And why is
Okay.
You know, maybe during the gym battle, like when they're in Snowbell City, something is gonna like build up. You think that? Like,
Well, it's your opinion, and let me tell you, I think it's an interesting idea because we've had that happen before. If you guys recall, when Ash arrived at Lumio City, they immediately attempted to jump straight into the gym battle, only to be interrupted by Officer Jenny. So, if that were to be the same case again, but with Team Flare, then I think like you said, Camille, I think it could lead to something. Like build some sort of arc, wait a few weeks later, and then we get to the actual gym battle. Could be the case.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there, Edgar. Like, that would be the only suitable way to introduce Team Flare into Wulfric's territory of Snowbell City. So that'd be cool to see. But yeah, I think that's how it's gonna go down. But then again, these are just predictions. So
Yeah.
all right, so
Yeah,
moving
and-
on.
oh,
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
and correct me if I'm wrong. Remember in the games, something did happen close to Snowbell City, right? In the caves, in the ice cavern. What was that? Was Team Flare involved in that?
I don't know. You're talking about the X and Y games?
Yes, I am.
No, not as far as I know. I don't know. I
Yes.
think you might be thinking of something else.
Yeah, same here. I have no
Oh.
I have no memory of that. But
Okay.
that'd be cool to see. Team Flare working their lairs in the cave. So that'd be
Well,
cool. to see.
I don't know. Like, the anime doesn't always have the conflict with the game, so who knows if Team Flare will interrupt the battle in some
Yeah.
way.
That'd
Yeah.
be cool though.
All right, so next question: will Ash win the gym battle the first time, like one and done, or is he actually gonna lose to Wulfric and then come back again and face him off again? So, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Mm.
Well, I personally think that Ash loses. As far as we know from the opening, it looks like Ash is going to be losing against Alon and Sawyer. So but if we're wrong for some reason, like Ash actually won or didn't reach a decision against those two rivals, then I think losing a battle against Wulfric it's a good way. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, his winning streak has to eventually come to an end. So if it's not going to be Sawyer and if it's not going to be Alon, then I think it's going to have to be against Wulfric.
I mean, he is the 8th gym leader, so
Yeah, and the more you collect gym badges, the tougher the gym leaders will be. So I think Ash may lose. I'm hoping for a loss here.
yeah. I mean, like you were talking about before, Green Ninja also plays a pivotal role in Ash's, him winning or not. I mean, I'm not saying Halucha or Fletchinder or Pikachu can't win it by themselves, but to be honest, I think Green Ninja with its ultimate form is the strongest Pokemon in Ash's team so far. So, and they're making Wulfric, he's looking like a really powerful gym leader. I'm not saying the other ones aren't, but like, final gym leader. So come on, give us a great gym battle where this gym leader here has like a powerhouse team of Pokemon, and Ash is gonna have a trouble. Give us some sort of suspense, saying like, whoa, is Ash actually gonna win this time or what?
Yeah.
So get us
Mhm.
thinking.
I
Yeah.
I feel like if there was a time for him to lose against a gym leader besides Viola, Wulfric would definitely be the one. Like, kind of touching on what you all said. Like, given everything that's happening within the series, as well as like in the theme song, he's the last gym leader left. And in the opening, they have a still on him for quite a while. They want to build it up to make him look like some big, formidable opponent of some sort. So I feel like this one would be a loss. I feel like out of all the gym battles, this one seems to be pointing toward a loss, if anything.
Yeah.
Starting off the series with a loss against the first gym leader and ending the series with a loss against the final gym leader. Yeah. And what about you, Camille? What do you think?
Well, Ash is on a really hot streak right now. The last gym battle he did lose was it was the first one
Against
in
Viola.
Santa Lu- yeah, against Viola. And that was because he didn't have Serena by his side, sorry. Remember that?
Yeah.
And ever since that day, like Serena always gave Ash like motivation, I would say,
hmm
you know, to win, and that was like Ash's secret weapon. So I'm surprised to see because Serena never seen Ash lost, right? So I want to see that reaction as well.
Okay, but
Well, technically he did, because remember, he faced Viola twice. The first time, Serena witnessing that, and then the second time, Serena actually giving him motivation or, pumping him up to actually do better. So, yeah, he did lose.
yes,
She did witness a loss. But,
yeah. So do you think he'll win against Wulfric the first time?
It's hard to say.
Oh,
Maybe the writers are just gonna give us a surprise. Hey, you won way too many times.
okay. So
You have to
you're
lose sometimes.
okay.
okay, so moving on. Alright, so what Pokemon will Ash and Wulfric use in this gym battle? And just to add on to the question, will it be a double battle or a single battle? So, as usual, I'll give my answer after. So, Evie.
I'm leaning more towards a single battle. Um, I think one double battle per region when it comes to gym battles is good enough for me. But if they were to have a double battle, then I wouldn't mind it. But it all comes down to which Pokemon Warframe is going to use for the battle formats. But again, I'm leaning more towards the single battle format. And in regards to what Warframe is going to use, if you guys play the games, then you're fully aware that Avalugg is his main powerhouse. So I could definitely see him use Avalugg in the gym battle, and it's a good way to introduce Avalugg in the anime as well. But as far as his other Pokemon could go, um, I could see him using a Bomb of Snow. Um, other than that, sorry guys, I don't want to think through too much, so I'm just going to say maybe just those two Pokemon, a Bomb of Snow and Avalugg, will be his two choices against Ash.
Alright, and what about Ash? Who do you think he's going to use?
Um, okay, well, I'm not sure how long it's going to take until Ash uh, battles against Wulfric, so it's unknown whether he'll get his sixth member by then. But hopefully, Ash uses the right Pokemon against it. I mean, I think anything is possible because Ash did use against Halucha in a fairy type gym match. So, and Halucha actually did manage to take it also. It could be possible despite the type disadvantages. So if you were to use Noibat or Northern, if Noibat were ever to evolve, then that's something that I like to see. But it's gonna have to learn a move that would be effective against ice types like Flamethrower or Steel Wing, something like that. But
Yeah.
aside from Noivern, Pikachu, Halucha, I think those main three will be good enough for the gym match.
I'm going to have to agree with you there on two things. First of all, Wulfric's Pokemon that he's going to use, and then second, it being a single battle. And I don't know, but for me, I think that Noibat and Halucha would be Pokemon that Ash would be using against that battle. And I'm not okay. First off, the game is completely different from the anime. So like
Yeah,
I know that there's like types where a type has an advantage over the other one, but then you have to realize this is the anime. Logic sometimes doesn't apply here. So Ash will come up with some sort of strategy, even though he's at a disadvantage to beat Wulfric, even though he's using a Pokemon that wouldn't be effective enough to beat the other one. So, yeah, like I said, it's going to be Halucha and Noibat. And if it's a 3-on-3, then it's going to be Pikachu as well. I just don't see Green Ninja participating in this gym battle. Unless, I don't know, by that time Ash gets to 6 Pokemon. But we haven't got any news whatsoever of who's it going to be. Maybe Charizard. Flip, if you're watching this, shout out to you, man. Alright, what about you, DJ? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely leaning toward a single battle. I feel like the whole Olympia episode kind of I don't think any double battle could ever top what happened there, to be honest. So I think they're just gonna go back to the single battle. As for their teams, I don't know enough about the games to even like think about what Wulfric would use. So I'll just go with what Evie said. As for Ash, Pikachu hasn't been used since the Clement gym battle, so I feel like it's about time to let him go back in.
Yeah, true.
Noibat or Noivern, depending on where it's at that time. It hasn't been in a gym battle at all yet, so I figure now would also be a good time. And I would assume this would be 3-on-3, but maybe not. So I feel like the third one would be maybe Greninja, depending on if it's even with Ash at that point, because maybe it's gone. We don't know. Maybe Ash doesn't want to use it with its new form, or maybe it's going to be the whatever his 6th Pokemon's going to be, or maybe there'll be a returning thing. I don't know, but like I think I'm pretty much set on Pikachu and Noibat and Noivern, then whatever the third thing is.
Yeah, I mean, about Noibat and Noivern, either them battling Wulfric. So we did get news saying that a Pokemon will evolve in late January, one of the gang's Pokemon. So I would only assume it'd either be Eevee or Noibat. Preferably, I think it's gonna be Noibat, in my opinion. So, it might be Noivern, So,
Yeah.
what about you, Kamil? What do you think?
I hope it's Noivern. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I really hope it's a 1v1, like a one battle format, single battle format.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how many Pokemon he uses, probably 3v3, like a 3-on-3 battle. I don't really know Wulfric's Pokemon. All I know is Avalog and Abomasnow, I believe.
Yeah.
But for Ash's Pokemon, I really want to see Noibat or Noivern get into battle.
Okay.
All right.
Also, I don't really think like Toss said, I don't really see Greninja battling this battle. Maybe because it's depressed from losing, or it's not used to losing so much that maybe he lost to Shota and Alon. That he just lost the will to fight.
So it wouldn't have it wouldn't have the motive to battle.
Exactly. So it'll probably just sit out, or just doesn't want to battle in general. So instead he uses Pikachu. And then for his third Pokemon, I would really want to see Talonflame too.
Yeah, Talonflame, effective against fire types. No,
Exactly.
excuse me, effective against ice types.
Yeah, he has to have that effective Pokemon then, right?
Yeah.
So those are my 3 Pokemon: Noivern or Noibat, depending, Pikachu, and Talonflame.
Okay, so talking about Noibat and Noivern again, Noibat hasn't had any battle experience, and we're near the Kalos League. So, just to back up me saying that Noibat is going to participate in Wulfric's gym battle, I think it'd be great for Noibat to participate. Like I said before, he has no battle experience, so this would be great entering the Kalos League, or maybe he battles Alan or Shota. So that'd be good to see.
Yeah, I mean, recently he was used against Team Flare for a little bit, but yeah, you're right. He hasn't been used in like a real battle setting like that.
Yeah, and let me tell you, if Noibat or Noivern were to be evolved in this gym battle, it'll be a huge boost in its development.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we don't want Ash to enter the Kalos League and then he doesn't have any experience whatsoever, even if he did fight against Team Flare.
Yeah.
Or maybe Noibat doesn't battle in the Kalos League. It could be substituted for another Pokemon.
Yeah. If Noibat doesn't gain a lot of development, so could be the case.
Yep.
All right.
Hoping
So
for him though.
yeah. So is there anything else that you guys want to add to this discussion about Wulfric and when we get to that episode?
Well, actually, when do you think this will all happen in 2016?
I think around March, if anything. Because we still
Around
have
March?
because we still have to deal with Team Flare Arc, Alan, and then Shota, the Skeptile and Green Ninja battle that we're all hyped up for. So, I say around March. I mean, remember,
Yeah.
four new episodes per month. So.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
around spring.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I think it'll happen around, like DJ said, around spring because like we could get introduced to Wulfric maybe like at around February, but we won't get to the actual gym battle until like late spring of 2016.
Yeah. So when will be the Colossus League though? Around.
That's like another discussion topic
Yeah.
that we'll touch upon later.
That depend on a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go to the Kalos League knowing that Team Flare is still out there. So obviously there has to be a conclusion to the Team Flare arc before we even enter that. Okay, so I think we tackled everything. Anything else to add, guys? Final thoughts?
Nope.
Not really.
All right.
Nada.
All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this discussion, and today with me helping me out with this is.
Thanks for watching, guys. I've been DJ Sock Puppet. See you another time.
Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Alpha.
Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kamil Poke.
And I'll see you guys in whatever video we make next. See ya.
Everything changes.